when I first cut on the tablet, I had this big sigh. I'm looking at Mothra, and the sigh was like, I'm watching Bold and the Beautiful, and I can't believe Luna took her mother's mints, got high, and slept with this guy. Oh my God, this is crazy. Anyway, welcome to Rhonda's Lovely Sparks. I decided to go live tonight and do my hair because someone had one of my members had suggested, Rhonda, why don't you do your hair, while you're live? And I'm like, okay. So that's what I'm here for. And also, it's like, what time is it? It's 12:20 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm in Texas, and I have like 5 computers sitting up here, and I'm trying to see if I could see myself live. And again, the more that I do this, the better that I get. I even have a mirror taped on my tablet to show me where I'm supposed to be looking. So I don't know. Good luck to me. But hey, Lola. Oh, Lola, hey. I am trying to figure out this computer. How are you doing? That is so cool. And I am trying to see where can I find myself going live. I know it looks crazy. Let's see. Oh, there I am. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, now I see. That is so awesome. So you have no idea what I went through. Come on, come on. This is Mothra. What I went through trying to set everything up. Hey, come here. I'm trying to get Mothra on the camera. It's 12:22 a.m. I have vampire hours. So I'm like up. Here's Mothra. I just love my cat. She stays up with me all night when I'm creating. But yeah, what time is it there in California? I know. I have to figure out how to look at this thing. I came on here so I can. I had a friend of mine. I think it was BV. My mic came off, and she said, "Rhonda, why don't you do your hair while you're online?" I thought, well, you know, oh my God, 10:23. That's a good time. It's not so late. I keep forgetting you're over there in California. So, how's the weather? Has it gotten better over there? Well, while I'm sitting here trying to get used to chatting while I'm doing something, um, and I'm so happy to see you, Lola. You have no idea uh, how happy, trying to fix my mic, how happy I am to see you. I mean, I've always looked at you as royalty, and I know, oh gosh, so much rain. It could be like a lot of rain now, and then possibly like a drought, you know, in July and August, and then we're going to be crying for rain. And I guess we just try to have to adapt. I'm trying to fix this mic on here. It keeps falling off. Oh, I just love this chat thing. Oh, this is so cool. I've always told people, hey, I have written things for life. I've done commentary. I've done radio. I've done all of that. And when you're going online, it's like learning a whole new dynamic, and then respecting the fact that this is a new dynamic, and respecting that and learning that, and not trying to prove, well, I've done this or I've done this before or I've done that. It's going to be hot this summer, but I can't. Wait, I'm over the cold. I am too. I am so wanting. Let me turn down my soaps. I'm watching Bold and the Beautiful. But I am so wanting to sit on my patio because I have these beautiful chairs that I bought. We bought like 4 years ago. They're like $300 a piece. But let me tell you why they cost so much. We wanted a big, wide chair, heavy rocking chair. It's made out of pure pine, and it is so comfortable. And we wanted to get something that is comfortable to rock. It's a rocking chair. It's one of these big sturdy kinds. Then I'm going to go live on the patio one day when the weather gets better, and I'm going to show you all the chairs out there. But they are so comfortable. So I can't wait to do that. But yeah, like I said before, I am so excited to speak to you, Lola. You are such a trooper, and I just love your style. You have so much class, and there are a lot of things that I respect. Hi, Eric. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Yeah, this is my personality. Yeah, I know that you all always see me writing a lot of emojis and laughing and sending a lot of love. Well, that's just me. I'm going to be like that. And likewise, yeah, you too, Lola. That is such a treasure to see people and know people for so long. And being a moderator, it's not easy. I'm hoping, yeah, Eric, I got you down as a moderator, so that's good. But it's not because, when you're trying to, focus on moderating and, you're faithful, you're loyal to the people that you represent, that you're moderating for. And, there's a lot of distractions. And so, we're Mark Holmes, moderator, where we know that, there's a lot of negativity, that comes in there, and we just try to protect him. And we also try to protect ourselves because, we're trying to hang out in a chat room where we felt 10:26 here, so it's quite late. 10:26 is late. Look, Eric, since I've been retired, I think I've been retired for about like 4 years. Sorry, I got cat hair. I'm not picking at my nose. There's cat hair. So, but Eric, I've been retired like for 4 years, right? It's taken me every bit of 4 years to try to let it sink in that I'm retired. I'm still groomed a certain way. Hey, April, I got to remember that correctly. April. Did I get that correct? I'm so happy to see you. A brilliant, blessed mess. I love that word. That I just love your name. That is so cool because you know, we can embrace our flaws, right? Our flaws is who we are. And that's something where I was really tested in trying to set this up today. Oh my God, I was going through so much, and my husband got so tired. He's like, I'm going to bed. I'm like, honey, why are you going to bed? Stay up with me. You're welcome, Queen. I just love your name. I'm glad. April, like April, but Abril or April. I want to make sure I'm saying right. April. A brilliant April. I guess I got it right. April. So I'm so glad to have everybody in the chat room. I just didn't know really anybody was going to come on. So I keep looking over here. And the reason I'm looking over here is because I have my tablet, not my tablet, my computer. And then I could see the chat over there. So I know I'm gonna have a better setup. But when I first logged on, I didn't know I was going to have anybody, in the chat room, and I really cared, but it wasn't going to break me if no one was going to be here, and that's okay. But I think definitely when I do this, I do it for myself too. That helps me speak, helps me with confidence. There is a friend of mine. Her name is BV, and I think you all have seen her, and she's just amazing. She she said, Rhonda, why don't you fix your hair online? And I thought, okay, well, it's time for me to do it. My hair is very soft, And it doesn't stay. Sometimes I kind of wish I had, more coarse hair, but throughout my life, I have, make sure my mic is working, I have learned to really love everything about myself. Um, and that takes a lot of work. The kids were awesome. This, and when I woke up, they came running for Uncle. Oh, that's so cool! I know you were telling me about the kiddos. I'm so glad to hear that. You have reminded me. I was going to do something live about when my grandson was here, and when he was here, I had a load of like stress and anxiety that I didn't know that I was carrying. And when my grandson came here, how I found out that there was a release is when I start feeling better and my back didn't hurt. And it's such a, kids are such a beautiful calm. They're so beautiful and they are so honest and, they accept you for who you are. Yeah, Eric said hi to Lola. Yeah, my Lola's here. Um, a brilliant, blessed mess, which is April and Eric. I just love my Eric. Ah, I know. I know I say love a lot, and it's true, y'all. I just have to be myself. I really do love you guys. When I tell you I love you, I mean that. I am, I don't fake it. I don't do good faking. And it's just not healthy. We can just be yourself. That's why when I was doing my starting my live, I said I was going to be comfortable just being. I was kind of concerned. I said, well, I got to go get my hair done, or I got to go do this. I got to do that. And I said, you know what? I have I call this my fat dress because I love you too, Eric. And thank you, April. You're so, oh my God, now this feels so good. It really does feel good. It makes me feel good. And, I need you guys. I'm not trying to act like I'm needy, but, and I chat with you all and I talk to you all. I really mean that. I really do respect you. And I just love, I mean, your energy is so beautiful. And I'm an empath, and I've been working on, trying not to be so emotional with I say it's a gift, but I'm an empath, which means I absorb everything. When it's negative, I do have to protect myself. But when it's positive, hi Chuck. Oh, scream. Hey Chuck, how are you, sweetness? Oh my God, I just love my people. Oh, there's Chuck. I'm looking at Chuck, Lola, April, Eric. I love you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I just love you so much. Oh, I love the hearts, man. The April is my girl. Lola, Eric, Chuck, I love you guys so much. Hey, sweetheart. How are you doing, Chuck? How are you doing tonight? I'm glad to see you all. It's such an uplift, to see you all. And like I said, when I was choosing to go live, I was concerned about, I, should I be? I wasn't feeling insecure. I just wanted to make sure that I felt in control of me being the deciding factor when I wanted to go live. Um, but then I also learned something more additional that, I don't have to edit everything I do. That there can be some mistakes. Sorry, I'm wiping my nose and because I got cat hair. I love my cats and we got cat hair everywhere on me, and we do try our best to keep it clean, but it happens, so that's just life. But yeah, I was talking to Eric too. I'm good. Just thought I'd check in and see how are you doing. Ah, that's great. That's great to hear that you're doing well. That's really good. It was awesome last night. I was able to go with Sissy to drop off some of my cake. Um, one of the people started celebrating because they miss me. Is that right? Doesn't that make you feel good? And that's what I was talking to you about too, Eric. Sorry, cat hair. Um, is God, my grandson was with us, and he's been through a lot, and I guess that's a whole nother video. But when he came here, I didn't realize that I was carrying heavy weight on me. I'm trying to heavy weight, and I was. And then when my grandbaby got here, man, I felt so touched, and it's it's like they have these special gifts to just cleanse you, and just children are okay. Can you hear me now? Because I think my battery ran down. No sound. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Can you hear me? Okay, good. Okay, well, oh, it's low. Hi, East Side. Oh my God, East Side. Houston in the house. Hey, we hear you now. Okay, so you do hear me. Okay, good. Hi, East Side. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Thank you for being at the movie watch party yesterday. East Side, what? Oh, it's good now. Okay, great. That is so helpful. Glad you're chilling. That's so cool. I didn't know that there are people like me. I was telling Lola that I have vampire hours, and I love it. It's not a complaint. Yeah, hi. Yeah, everybody say hi to a brilliant, blessed mess. She goes by Abril, and she's an amazing person I met in someone else's chat. She is just an amazing energy, an amazing spirit. And I met her in Lion's Pride. What she does online is that she walks while she's, live, and she exercises. And oh my God, I'm so big on positive energy. And Chuck, I also have to tell you, thank you so much too. You have been, oh, such a very important part of my life. And I know you might think that sounds strange, but you are. There's some negativity, and I really try my best to hide it. But you have been, such a loyal trooper, and you just have great. Just great personality. I just appreciate you helping me take care of a situation. And your spirit is so uplifting. Watching you makes me smile. I can tell you are genuinely beautiful inside out. Thank you, baby. Thank you. When I say I'm excited about you all being here, I'm serious. And it's not going to change. It's just who I am and how I am. And I'm so glad you all told me that the volume went out, because I have this new thing that I bought, and I didn't charge it because really I didn't prepare to go live tonight. I had no plan, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna jump in the water, just butt naked, and do this. And you know what happened is that no, it wasn't that easy. I actually was up like 4 hours trying to fix stuff, like get my water, get my throat lozenge, get everything charged up. And I have all these boxes that have tape, and they're taped up ghetto style. Ghetto is beautiful, right? So I'm proud of my ghetto style taped up boxes, trying to get the height ready. I've been enjoying the movies, but I'm so glad. I'm so glad you have. I had a watch party. My husband and I had a watch party. He was prepping for dinner today, and but, on Saturdays I started doing the what you would call double feature, drive-in double feature movies. And trust me, it's a science to the madness, right? So when I do the double features, you know how they did at the cinema, when we went to the theater or the drive-in back in the day, we they played like a softer movie for the first movie, and then the second one was like a horror or rated R or more sexually explicit. So I know last week I ended up playing like one that was called Sex Madness, and I played that first because it was a movie back in 1934, where they were just bringing in what you would call the Hays Code, and but back then movies weren't coded, so there was a lot of nudity and stuff. So I said, hey, we're all grown, there's going to be a nipple slip here and there and maybe some butt cheeks, but that's just life. And it'll just show up. Not that I planned it that way, but that's pretty much the method to my madness, is just incorporating the movies on Saturday night. First of all, I started just every Tuesday night. And the reason why I picked Tuesdays was because, hold up, just put some vitamin E on my lips so they dry. Um, needs vitamin E. So anyway, what was I saying about the movie? So it was funny last night when I arrived. The boys, Lewis and Maxie, started barking, "We love Uncle." I see that, Eric. It was funny last night when I arrived. Oh, that's cool. Did you have to travel far? I was wondering if you had to travel far. Or did they just drop in and see you? And I know I feel like I'm all over the place, but I don't care. I just want to flow with what you are all saying. Just going to freestyle. Our life is so. Hi, Lions Pride. I love you. Oh my God, you're here. Let me see what you wrote. Hey, Rhonda, I called it. I try not to be in too many lives, but I love a good, healthy, fun one. Girl, that's how you make me feel when you go out there walking. It's like, boy, my energy feels so good. I was talking to Eric, and again, a shout out to everybody there in the chat room. Eric, I love you. Chuck, I love you. Lola, oh, my baby, Lola. Okay, only about an hour and hour and a half. Okay, and then that's cool. That's cool. That's a lot of time. But sometimes you can hang out with people too long, and then it becomes unwelcoming later. You know what I'm saying? When you first meet somebody. I've been trying to go into the new areas, and I love it. Thank you for loving the channel. Thank you. I know I've put a lot of work into it, and I've had some moments where I've been discouraged, and I said, you know what, if I am starting a better life for myself, that I have to learn how to deal with this anxiety, which inspired my page. Is what inspired it. I start off with ASMRs, and ASMRs is what I did for my grandson. Oh, 35 minutes. So what's like 35 minutes? Be with family and then like haul ass? Is that what that means? I'm just saying it because I know, my family. That's a whole nother video, so I'll incorporate that. There's so much stuff to talk about. But I was talking to Eric earlier about, his, seeing his I think your nephews, you said, your family. And that's how I felt when my grandson was over for like 4 or 5 hours. Not long enough, but even though I had to, take a couple of Tylenol, and be ready for for the pain, but I love that little sweet little boy, and he's just incredible in my life. And he just was able to remove so much stress that I had in me. I didn't realize I had any until I saw him. And sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get some things. I have like several computers up, but Lion's Pride, me too. Lion's Pride, me too. Thank you for what you do, Queen. Yes, I've been enjoying a few new platforms shared by you. The drama gets draining, sis. There, let's see, something just popped up on my screen. This here is refreshing. Yeah, it is refreshing to find each other, people who are alike, that, we can come together and support each other. No, we only travel like 35 minutes. Okay, Lewis is just over a year now. He's a character. I know there's always somebody in the family that is a good match for us, right? It's a good match. We don't have to embrace everybody. When I was younger, we were instilled, the Bible a lot of misinterpretations, and I'm not, disrespecting my family or anything, but you have to change with the times, and as you find transparency and the truth, you have to, move along with it. Are you going to fall back? Are you going to fall off? So you have to, really stay up on the times, and you just don't sit up there and allow, family, even if it's family, to really drain you or nearly kill you with really meanness and ugliness. We're old enough, and we're smart enough now to trust ourselves in the decisions that we make. And if we see that it feels bad, then we need not to be a part of it, because life is valuable, right? Life has so much value. Our life has value. And one thing my mother and the elders in my family would say is, hard to live, it's easy to die. Yes, brilliant. Drama had been definitely crossing lines too much. I love channels that uplift, educate, entertain in a good, healthy ways. Exactly. And that's what you have, Lions. And I appreciate Lion Pride. You all please go and go to her channel, subscribe, promote your channels, in the chat rooms. Promote your channels, and I try my best to do shout outs, but do that as much as you can, because we have to build together, right? We have to be strong. We have to build together. Eric Wallace, thankfully, dog their other dog has warmed up to him like it's 12, I think. Thankfully, their other dog has warmed up to him. He's like 12. Oh, you're welcome, Lion's Pride. I mean that. I'm not, being that. I'm really serious. I understand how it feels to get a shout out. I understand the value of posting your link, because people don't hide. Put it out there. I'm big about transparency, and you have to put the word out there, because this is why people are online, is that they're searching and seeking this. Um, I have felt different breathing and different energy. Yes, Abril, it matters. And our life matters, because I was telling you what the elderly said. They would say that it's easy, it's easier to die. It's hard to live, but it's easier to die. People who are strong, what I'm saying? They die. They die fast. Cancer doesn't discriminate. Cancers usually too, come from stress, when inside the body. Yeah, great. Thank you, Eric. She's our girl. She's incredible. And like I said, post your channels, post the link. And if you can't, let me know. That's why I made all of you all, gave you all wrenches. Yeah, to moderate, but I don't want you to come here feeling you have to work. If you see somebody that's obviously an asshole, then go ahead and get them out. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have time for that. We don't have time. I trust your decisions. Do it. Do what you got. There's and people being moderators. You don't need the stress of someone breathing over your necks, your back, trying to control you. I trust you, and that's. I'm just pretty much honored that you're here. Yes, I believe that, Miss Rhonda. I believe folks crave positive platforms. Yeah, I've never even posted a video yet. Well, go ahead and post it then, Eric. You got our support. You got our support. I think something keeps popping up. I have this virus protection thing and it keeps popping up. But it's okay. Lion's pride, no lies, right? Brilliant people get tired of stress. Yeah, they do. Brilliant people get tired. I love being, I'm by myself a lot. And then when my grandbabies come over, they're my world. And when my daughter comes over, she's my world. And she'll come visit me from time to time and say something, in my chat room and in the movie watch parties. And, it just feels good to be around positive energy. You just learn as you get older that the negativity is not worth it. And it's not entertaining. It's not worth entertaining the negativity. Um, Eric may either only share other people's support and things I want to share. Exactly. Exactly. And when people are in my circle, it's because they found me, or I found them, either way. But, if I tell you I love you and I mean that, that something you've done to help me during a stressful moment, and you probably didn't know what it was, right? But what you said and what you did, and just a shout out, when you said hi to me, like I'll tell Lola, hey, she likes the honey biscuits, and 'cause I'll do that for Lola. That's my girl too, and because it makes her happy, right? And I'm all about making people happy, and that's valid and it's important. Sorry, I'm just trying to clean up my screen. Yeah, Eric and all the people in the chat room, they're just amazing. I just love you all. I know it's the cerebral palsy aspect. It's a bit rough and scary for people like me. Yes, sweetheart. I'm so happy that you're transparent and talking about that. When you're true to yourself, then the world is what they say, the world is your oyster. You have to own that. Own how you live because there's too many stipulations out there that oppresses and suppresses you. Own your life. You can tell people no. You don't have to be around people you don't like. You don't have to support people you don't have to hate them, but you sure don't have to be around them. There's so many stick things that people have stuck. I just sub to you, so when you're ready, I'll be there. So yay, Eric! I just love my Eric. Um, Lola, Eric, I just sub to you. That's so cool. You all subbing to each other. Yeah, I hang around good people. I'm not trying to brag. I'm humble with that, but I'm confident about who I hang around with. I can hear you talk for hours. Oh, Lola, thank you so much. Thank you. I just get so excited when I see you all come to to the movie watch parties. It's a long story behind that. Again, it's a lot of talk, that I have, a lot of videos. I must, that I can share with you. I got a lot of material and to share, about, how I got here and why I'm here and, why I'm doing this. And, meeting, a lot of people in sports, our cowboy nation, and everybody else who love NFL, but anyone else who just loves all things life. I've met some wonderful people everywhere. I just don't stick to one chat room. If I see a channel that I love that and I'm feeling it, I'm going to be there. Um, but thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. And I don't know how long I'll be here, but I'm not going to put a time on it because I know if I'm a part of someone else's chat room or someone else's channel, there are times I'm not ready for them to go, and I understand, maybe that's just how I feel right now because I've just started cat hair. I got cat hair all in my nose. And it's going to be a while probably. My fam wants me to kind of lay low and to be careful. Yeah. I'm still here multitasking. Hi, Lions. I see. I do that too. Sometimes I'm not able to chat, type things, but I'm right there, listening to you. And I see what you wrote, Eric. And I know that there's something special about each and every one of you. And I know that energy that I have with each and every one of you and how each and every one of you have touched my lives personally. You have, and that's real. That's real. And when there's times I'm sitting behind this computer and just trying to get my head right, whatever that has hurt me or affected me, and then I come find that place, that what I would call that safe space to be around you all. And that's where the internet is wonderful, right? That's when the internet is great. We can pick and choose what's good for us. You don't have to, dibble and dabble in all things internet. I mean, we have to have some common sense to not be a part of some ugly stuff. Um, Abriel said, Eric, it's okay whenever you're ready, you have support. Oh, yeah, Eric, we're right here. We're right here. And, I've known Eric for a while, and I've met Eric in Law Nation's chat room, and he's always been just a gentleman, just a sweetheart. And I'm telling you, I feel the energy. I feel it. I feel it when it's good, and I can never get enough of it. And that's important for us to build. There are so many people out there that are losing their life. I mean, look how many people are out there dying, young people, right? People my age. I'm 57. I can't remember my age anymore, but I'll be 58 in June. And God, there are some things online that comes up always, sharing who died, and I just try to honestly, to be honest with you, block a lot of it, because I don't want to be reminded every day, when someone dies. For me, that would be probably being born 3 months early, 2 pounds, 2 ounces, but as well, you can't give up. You sure can't, baby. You can't. We all have a story, and your story is valid, right? It's important. And it's important to people who care, people who can relate to you, people who love being around you and supporting you. That's important. Always valuable to us. And like I was saying about family members, that you don't have to be around them. There's some things I've changed where I don't buy a lot of Christmas gifts. I remember there was a time where we were conditioned to buy everything for everybody and go broke. And yes, prayer to you, Eric. Prayers to you. Um, I was saying about, family, and, things change, and you can count them on your hand, right? You don't have to have 1,000 friends. And, my husband and I have a very private life, and we like to keep it that way. We don't have a lot of people coming over to our house. We really don't. And not that we have a problem with other people doing it. Just for us, for our peace of mind, because my husband and I, we spent our whole life giving to others. And it's time where we have to really focus on, loving ourselves, and really investing in ourselves. And that is important. That has validity. Um, and even if there's some circles that you're around that doesn't make you feel that way, then just remove yourself. Find something else to be a part of. Instant message a friend, call a friend, text a friend, something, because this the burden can weigh you down. And that's what I was talking to Eric about. Was, you see people, they give you this incredible high. You feed off of that, and you savor it. You savor that, because they're carrying something so special, that can help. To be honest with you, it can help buy you time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can take, what, a bare aspirin, low dosage, that's supposed to help, what, prevent blood clots. But I feel also that we have to do the good work, um, to also mentally, prepare ourselves and get our rest and, drink plenty of water, which I'm always keeping a bottle of water all the time. My husband drinks 6 to 8, it's according to weight, so about eight bottles of water a day, 16.9 ounces. And I drink 6 bottles, and I try to drink more because I love water. And that, believe it or not, is the miracle drug too, is water. Drink plenty of that. I know, people have to get up and go urinate a lot, but trust me, if you're urinating a lot, then your body's trying to get rid of toxins. Okay, so keep a healthy urinary tract. The devil is a lie about going broke for Christmas. I remind everybody in my life it's Jesus' birth. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the Christmas stuff. And then I started changing some things. I said, you know what? I'm going to pick and choose. Just my husband and I were here, and I'm just going to buy a gift for him. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to, because it does something for me to buy something for him and to wrap it up in this gigantic box. Putting your hands, doing the time that's needed. That will help you use your hands and something that will help motivate you, and you do that, and you dive into that. And so it was just me and my husband, and we did that last year. I'm saying I'm not going to go into the new year with credit card debt. You know what I'm saying? So, and I explained it to my family, and there's a lot of things that we didn't have to explain. We just did it because they weren't looking for it either. And, I talked to my daughter. Guess what? My value is just not on Christmas. My value is every day. Love me on the most boring day of your life. Love me on the most boring day of your life. Not just love me, because, it's payday. You know what I'm saying? Just don't love me because, you got some food, I mean, hey, that helps when you get some good chicken wings, right? Yeah, I love this person because this tastes good. It's okay to love people different ways, but if you want to build in life, then you build on what's things that have value. But yeah, so we made it through Christmas in a happy way. Husband, cooked Christmas dinner, and he's been doing a lot of cooking because I've been doing a lot of what I love to do, which is getting online and learning new programs, learning how to do movies, and learning to advance my skills. I've always done production work. I've always done producing. I would produce my own music when I would sing because I didn't want to be held hostage or have to um, compromise myself because I wanted someone to produce something for me. So at a very young age, I started learning how to, thank you to Eric. I started learning how to do my own music, right? And most of my music I would do, without music because I didn't want someone to own a part of that. So I would do a lot of, just doing my own music and singing a cappella and or do spoken word by using my voice so I can have 100% ownership of that. And I didn't want anybody, me to have to make a deal with somebody because they were famous producers. I didn't want to compromise myself as a woman to have to sign on the dotted line or compromise myself as a woman to violate my morals. So I just said, forget it. So I never signed an agreement, to sing or put out an album. I wanted to do it, but I had to remove myself from that circle because it was a circle of people that I didn't want to be around. I don't judge other people who do drugs. Okay, I don't, but I don't do it. But I don't judge others. And I do feel marijuana has medicinal purposes, and I don't judge that. I don't smoke it, but I don't judge other people. Um, so there is a circle of things I see in those environments with music that's toxic. And I said, not me. I want to be able to sleep at night, right? I want to be able to live with myself. I want to be able to look into my grandbaby's eyes and be authentic, and I don't have anything to hide. I could live truthfully. So I didn't do an album. I didn't write a book yet. I just wanted to learn it myself. So with the movies and the movie watch parties, I've had a skill set that. Good night, sweetheart. I know the kids made you tired. I love you, baby. We'll talk again soon. Eric, we'll talk again soon. Get you plenty of rest, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Good night. Sweet dreams. Um, so yeah, that was the what I was speaking on was like producing my own music, doing things more a cappella, um, producing my own music so no one would have rights to my art. We've heard a lot about Michael Jackson and Prince, Taylor Swift, everybody trying to fight to have their own rights, right? To own their rights. And I just didn't want to be tied up to that, tied up with anyone else stealing my work. So I never, like I said, did an album or anything, and I'm okay with not doing that. But I end up sharing my voice with people who were seniors. Um, Before I was retired, I had two full time jobs. I had a full time job working for oil and gas business and administration. That's my bread and butter. And then for 10 years, I think 10 to 13 years, I started doing live in for senior care. And my pick, and I was particular, I grew into having my own business, but taking care of seniors who had severe brain disorders, severe, chronic, aggressive, violent Alzheimer's and dementia. I wanted the challenge because I knew that my voice was healing. I knew I had a gift. So instead of me signing contracts, doing music, and getting off into a toxic environment, I used my voice to sing to my clients, which was a calming for them, and it mellowed them. Music mellows people, and so I say, you know what? I don't need to be on stage singing, to people I don't know or who don't care about me. I could speak to people who are sick, and I could help them heal. So that's where I spent the second full time job. I had two full time jobs. I spent the second full time job helping caring for people with severe brain damage disorders and violent, aggressive Alzheimer cases. And I was able to get to their heart, and they were able to get to mine. So they really helped me out. And I just am very blessed, with having that experience in my life. And then after I retired, moved. Good night, the cat. Yeah, good night, Eric. Um, and then came here to a more rural area, and living the life. Living how to cut back on stressors and learning how to get to know me. Because I lost myself in other people. Being an administrative person, you're pretty much catering to someone else's life. And so I had to relearn the things that I love. And I had to learn to answer that question, right? My husband would say, Rhonda, what do you want in life? When we were dating, I really couldn't answer that. I could answer for other people, but I couldn't answer that for myself. So that means that I had to put in the good work to get to know myself, to get to invest in self. Or if I didn't, I was going to die young, right? You'd be surprised how your life can fail without you thinking, that anything can happen, but slowly your body and your mind can digress. So, in 4 years of my retirement, I have really worked hard and watch live now, Lion's Pride. Okay, I see that Lions is on, so I would like to go see her, and I know I'm live, but Maybe I just inspired her. This is so cool. She inspired me. I could tell you that. She inspired me for sure. I'm looking at the chat too. Okay, so my tablet, I have like several tablets that I work from, but like I said, I try my best to just answer everybody, chat with everybody, and the thing is that the one thing I want to do is really work on my hair. And that's what I want to talk about without getting distracted because I do have my notes written down where I could like really, focus on a topic, but I think sometimes that's just impossible. So I'm just going to freestyle, right? But the main thing is to do my hair. And um, so what that means, well, I could talk about hair, but I could see your comments and also talk to you as well. So I'm drinking me some water, but just chill and relax and talk to you, while I'm doing my hair. So the story behind the hair, my story about my hair, and what do we have? Make sure you guys like and comment. Thank you so much for commenting. You all already know the deal. So I'm making sure I refresh my computer. Okay, I say I'll refresh that. So the deal with my hair also, and again, I can take on topics, anything that you all, want to talk about. But my story is that my whole life, I wore my hair straight, right, with chemicals and perms. And I started working when I was 14 years old. Um, but when I graduated from high school, I was very young. I graduated as an honor graduate, and I grew up in an environment where, as a black woman, I was judged by my hair, right? So it was not natural. I always had to wear perms. And so let's say 30 something years, I've worn perms, right? And my hair broke really bad. So after my mother in law passed away, and I can't remember how long that was because I try not to keep up with dates on when people passed away because they are still in my heart. She wore a natural afro that I loved so much. Oh my gosh, she looks so beautiful with that natural afro. And so I just made up my mind, went to the barbershop, went to a beautician, and she cut my hair so beautiful. And I have some pictures, that you see on my YouTube page with my natural fro. And so when I went to work the next day, I'm not kidding you, I got so much stares. And the stares weren't positive. They weren't. 99.9% of people that were working there didn't say anything, which I wasn't looking for them to say anything, but they sure weren't complimenting it. They felt that my natural afro was a disgrace. So when I saw that, I started becoming even more empowered to be more of me, not wearing makeup. And I don't have a problem. I don't judge people who wear makeup. You wear makeup, you look beautiful. My daughters wear makeup sometimes. I do, rarely, but I do. But that's something I've had to work with self was not wearing makeup. Thank you, Eric. He's so amazing. And so with my hair, I started becoming empowered. Then when I saw the news, I would see that, Texas just passed what you call the Crown Law, where kids can, you know, we black people, anybody with natural hair can, wear their hair naturally when they go to school or anywhere at the job or whatever. Anywhere. It's our hair, right? It's our hair. It's what we're born with. Why are we punished, because of what we're born with? That's just so ridiculous to me. I get frustrated, and not in a sick way. I get frustrated in a healthy way, because it's just exhausting to think about the stupidity, the ignorance. I was watching the movie last night, The Black Godfather, and there was a saying in there. No, no, it was Miss Pittman. It was the autobiography of Miss Pittman, and her son Ned was talking about that people who are racist, it has nothing to do with skin, that it's the ignorance. It's ignorance. You could be any complexion and you can be ignorant. That makes you those things that are dark, that are racist, that are mean and ugly. Um, and I saw that at our movie watch party when I heard Ned say that. And unfortunately, on the movie with that we were watching last night with autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman, he was there's certain words I can't use, but it, he lost his life because of someone else. So even I've just become more empowered as ever to just be me, because it's my life. When I become sick, it'll be me in the bed, right? When I become healthy, it's me. When I cry alone, it's me. When I am alive, it's me. I own that. You own that. And so that's where I got doing my own hair. So my hair used to be probably not even this, probably an inch, 2 inches, maybe an inch. And so I started using Shea. And this is the best I could that I've used so far. I've used different kinds, but it's to me the best. It's powder form, and I mix it with olive oil, and I use these little containers. I put olive oil. Your hair is healthy and beautiful. Thank you, April. Thank you so much. This is olive oil, and um, this is my friend. This is my baby. She always tries to help me. When I go live, she always tries to help me with my channel because she's saying, this is all about me. This is not about anybody in the chat. That's true, y'all. Y'all have cats, y'all know how they are, and we give them what they want. Yes, this sweet baby. That's a whole nother story, too. So I got to organize my thoughts, what I'm talking about. But I do have to stop what I'm doing to give her love, right? So she's big. She's the mama. She's the mama of all the others. She's the mama cat. I respect. She's the queen. Okay, so you like dogs? Oh, I see. Yes, I love puppies too. My daughter, we're pup parents, pup grandparents of my daughter's pups. So we love them. And sorry, cat hair. So with the hair, um, I'll get some vitamin E and I'll mix it with olive oil. Not particular about what kind of olive oil. If you get extra virgin olive oil, then that's a choice, I believe. And I add vitamin E with it, and I shake it up, and then I add some castor oil. And I also use this is so amazing, Maui hair cream, and it smells so incredible. Oh my God, it smells great. And let me look back at my camera again. I'm used to this. So this right here says Maui Moisture Hair Care. I don't know if y'all can see that. It does. It smells great. And it has, it's, if you go to their website, there is a mixture for each kind of hair. Okay? There is a mixture. So I got the one that identifies my hair as thick and curly. thick and curly. And so it's made out of um, coconut oil, papaya, and some plumeria and papaya. So good. Just added that to my list. Yes. Yeah, it's so great. And this singer, I can never remember her name. Oh my God. But if you Google this and just say who endorsed it, this woman that sings so beautiful, she endorsed this. And so it's a cream and it has a really great mixture. So, and I use this, which is called, is it upside down? It's called Virgin Hair Fertilizer. And oh my God, it's got such great ingredients in it. And there's just days I might use one without the other. Can you please show us the Shea product again in the bag? Yes. And I order mine through, I don't know if Walmart has it, but I order mine through Amazon, and it's affordable. I can't remember how much I paid for it, $6.99 or something, or $10.99. I can't remember, but it comes in. Um, See this little black stuff? You're welcome. Yeah, this little black powdery stuff, and it's messy. But guess what? Anything that's worth it is going to be messy. So what? You wear gloves or something. Shea Bay has really great African historical, uh, you know, nature about it. And that's my towel because I have tiles that I use when I work with Shea Bay. Get an old throwaway towel and wash it, and then use that same for Shea Bay and say, "This is my Shea Bay towel." Okay, because the stuff is worth it. So it's a whole nother show basically. But what I'll do, I'll get. Let me see if I can find. I use one of the empty containers and I mix it. This is another one. But anyway, I get empty container and I'll mix the vitamin E. Yes, yes, yes. Cholesterol, castor oil. Yes. Oh yeah. And I'll mix the powder into here. That's how I do it. And I pour olive oil in it, and I mix the black, Shea Bay powder, and I put it in my hair. So, we have plenty of time. I'll make sure that, the tips of my ends, it's about an inch longer. But when I use these rubber bands, even though people don't use bands because it can break your hair, but I use it on the ends, about an inch up, to curl it and wrap it around to protect my ends so they won't break. So, but that's my story about my natural hair. I started growing natural, and like I said, it was about an inch. Go online, and I'll see if I could try to find these videos with these beautiful people, our black people, who use Shea Bay, and their hair is down past their butt. I mean, it's long, and I am living proof. I do keep my hair wrapped, so it could be, that you don't really have to spend a lot of money. Just wrap your hair and protect your hair. So I don't want you to feel that you have to spend money. Just use olive oil. Buy just regular cooking olive oil, right? And just put on your scalp. But my hair drinks a lot of oil, and I just use protective hairstyles. No wigs anymore for 4 years. I don't. I don't. Use the wigs anymore, the hair pieces, because they broke my hair. And I use these little clamps, to protect my ends, that kind of get real frizzy. And I just really, I don't put a whole lot of stress on my hair. But I already have Shea Bay in it. So when I mix the oil and the Shea Bay, you put it on your ends and you just massage it in. And you could tell my hair is already greased pretty well because I just did it yesterday. But it has beautiful, beautiful shrinkage. And I just keep my hair braided. And I just love how I've invested so much time. And I'm just putting my fingers through my hair. It has oil already in it. So I don't want to over oil it, but I'll just put Shea Bay and stuff in it later. And I'll be online to do that so you all can see it. But for right now, you could tell it's my braid. I have a different kind of braid hair. It's probably a little bit more thinner. Uh, but you could tell my hair has gotten so long and so healthy. And I said, well, if I do my hair, I use my fingers, and I do have a pick here, and I always massage my scalp, And on my scalp, I use this. It's called Virgin Hair Fertilizer, and I put this directly on the scalp and my edges. And then I'll use this, for the ends of my hair. And I just have a day where I alternate certain things. When you do it a lot, you find out what your preference will be. But I just rake my fingers through it because the Shea Bay is in it. The black Shea Bay powder, which is this. And I just rake my fingers through it just to massage, just to the black grains, just work it in your hair. And I just work it in my hair. And there are times too where I'll just, part my hair small and I braid small twisties, and when I braid it, I just wrap it up and I just put a clamp on it and like that. So I wear it different ways, but that's how I would wear it if I want to just keep my hair just pinned up for a while and just don't interfere with it and just let it grow. And I probably wash my hair probably every 4 months, I'm serious, probably every 4 months, because the oils and stuff cleanses my scalp. I make sure my scalp is clean, and my scalp is healthy and clean. My hair is healthy, and so I don't wash my hair a whole lot, but the oils and stuff, I just work that Shea Bay in, and just work it in on the ends there. Because you say, what does Shea Bay do? Well, Shea Bay makes your hair strong where it doesn't break. It makes it strong, and then it just keeps growing from the root. So my hair is always growing. And my hair is like a dark brown. I got a lot of gray hair, and I love my grays, by the way. And I just wrap the hair. And sometimes when I'm watching a football game or I'm watching, Lions Pride or anybody's video that's online, or Watch Party, the movie Watch Party, I just grab that hair and I just braid it. And I didn't oil my ends because I've already oiled them. But it took me a long time to learn how to braid my hair again. So it's probably not the sexiest looking braid, but what's important is putting your hair in a style that protects it. You see? You put in a style that protects your hair, because that's how you grow black hair, is that we have to protect our hair. And it's probably not a pretty braid, but I'm just doing it right now for the first time online. And that Shea Bay, it's a lot of black stuff all in it. with the oil, and I just braid it to the not to the very end, but as far as I can go, and I rub that shea butter toward the tips. I just rub it in my hair, and that strengthens your hair where it can grow long. And then I just twist. I don't braid to the end because I don't want the ends to break. And then that's that one. And then I'll do the other one. And usually what I do, I'll get like a little band without breaking my hair, and I just go up about 2 inches, and I don't do it too tight, but I fold it up like that, and then I wrap my hair around while I oil it. I wrap it around, and then I get a rubber band, not tight. The band is just to keep it in place, but don't do it tight. And I just put this on the ends of my hair. So I got like maybe 2 inches to protect my ends. And then I sleep with always something to, a silk scarf. I wrap it around my hair and I don't go to bed without it. And I can't wear, I love braids, as far as the beautiful African braid hairstyle. I love them. But I can't wear it in my hair. And I don't like to use the word can't, but I would tell you why I don't. Because I have to have, my scalp has to breathe. I had to be able to put a comb on my scalp. I had to be able to put my finger through my scalp. I have to massage my scalp. I can't have the braids. It'll drive me crazy. So I just, without tearing my hair, I just go through it, rake through it. And raking through your hair, it helps stimulate your scalp where your hair has to breathe. Your scalp has to breathe, but also your hair has to breathe. I rake through it because I already have shea butter in it. And like I said, some people can leave shea butter in their hair for about 3 months and keep it wrapped, which is better. It's better to keep it in a protective braided hairstyle and don't touch it but oil it. But sometimes my hair is growing so fast, I have to get to the roots of my hair. And I'm massaging the shea butter through the ends of my hair. Okay. Shea butter's already in it. I just put shea butter in it this weekend. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful project for me. It's one of my projects since I've been retired to invest in self. And then what happens when I invest in self, at the end of the year, I can see my investment. So it's a way that I can measure how much time I've put into me because I've had such a long life of pouring out to others. I never replenished I never replenished myself. So I just grab that hair. I just grab the strands. It don't have to be a perfect braid. Just as long as your braid, is made enough where it's protecting your hair with the shea butter that's in it. And I just work the oils in the ends of my hair. I work the shea butter. It's a granulated type granulated black granulated type stuff. You mix the oil, and And when you stimulate it like that, it helps your hair grow. It protects your hair. It stimulates your scalp. But the Shea Bay is strengthens your hair. The oils, you feed it into the scalp so your scalp um, can be healthy and your scalp can continue feeding the root system. And I have like some rubber bands I'm looking for. There they are. I buy like a package of them. I have rubber bands, and I just get this and 2 inches up, and I just fold it up like that, and I wrap my hair around. I wrap the ends around to protect your ends like you're a little baby. Love on them, you know, nurture them, protect them. And I just use this, not real tight, just to protect my ends, like that. Now, I know my part is not straight. You can be transparent with yourself. I know my part is not straight, but the point is just protecting your hair, and I do it like this. Number one, you know, my great great grandmother was full blood Cherokee Indian, and I have African roots in my family, of course. So the African roots. Oh, you said, what am I doing? The Shea Bay is great for your skin. So after you do your hair, I know it seems weird, but just put it. It's one of the great moisturizers you could use. The Shea Bay doesn't hurt. The olive oil is good as a moisturizer. You just move your face up like that. Move your skin up, because as you get older, you know, sometimes the skin will just come lower. Just put it on your neck. So I don't waste a drop. I use that on my skin. I had someone ask me, what are your tips? What do you do for your face? What do you do to, well, I drink a lot of water, and I do kefir, and I don't waste a drop. And I also put it on my elbows. Yeah, I put it on my elbows. I don't waste a drop. I put it on my elbows. See, I'm not saying I got the most beautiful elbows, but I think I'm fine. You know, my husband think I'm fine. But just massage that. Don't throw away a drop, man. Put that in your arms, on your hands. It gets rid of age spots and dark spots, you know. And another thing I'll be working on is growing my fingernails, because I am a nail biter. And I'm transparent, and I'm going to admit that. I'm going to work on that because I suffered really bad anxiety. And that's a whole nother video. I'll put this on my neck. Just massage it in. And then when I take a bath tonight, I'll wash it, you know. I don't, just be careful when you put in your skin. Some people can become very allergic to it. But I'm not, you know, but you can use it on your skin. You can use it on your legs. You can use it to exfoliate, you know, dark spots and whatever's going on with your skin, your legs, your ankles, you know, those dark spots on your knees and stuff. Just massage it in. But I use it on my hair, and when I have some on my hand, I don't waste it. I use it back on my elbows and my arms and my neck, and I just massage upwards. So that's one of my regimens. I have many regimens, you know, that I'll share with you, but I just wanted to share that with you tonight. I think what I'll do is probably put this to a close, and I just want to thank you all for being here, and we'll spend some more time together. Look forward to a lot more videos live from me, just some casual things. Won't be nothing formal. I'll just pop in and have something going on live. I might end up having a routine at some point, but right now, you know, I'm just going with the flow, freestyling, and just trusting myself with the process, and then letting that process, work itself out, and that is a good way on how to handle things in life without, stressing yourself. You don't have to stress yourself. Sometimes you don't have to write everything down. Sometimes you don't have to have a calendar. I do have a calendar, by the way. Some things I have to have, but you don't have to have, a whole bunch of calendars. So I just put this on here, the clamps to protect my ends, my edges, just protect them so they can be flat and the shea bait can get into those areas. And where the braid didn't take that well. You don't have to braid your hair. You don't have to braid your hair where it's so much stress on your hair. Take care of your hair like it's a baby. Don't put so much stress on it. All your hair really needs is oil. You know, it doesn't need washing that much. Unless you're in an environment where there's a lot of sand and dirt, and stuff, wash your hair. Sweaty, wash your hair. But my goal is to get my hair, way down past my waist. And it will remind me so much of my great great grandmother, full blood Cherokee and African blood. And that's a whole nother video. I can't wait to share with you my story about the Tulsa riots and how my family was a part of, my family were survivors of the Tulsa riots in the 1930s. So I'll be sharing that. But all this has something to relate to hair. Um, why we can just love ourselves more and, you know, go to the grocery store. And if you want to wrap your hair, wrap your hair. If you don't want to wrap it, don't wrap it. If you want to put on a hairpiece, do it. You do what you want to do. But just sharing with you how I've been able to break from those chains. They were chains to me. And that's my cat. Hi, baby. Hi, honey. Oh, I see you and I love you so much. He wants to talk too. He wants to be on my channel. So, anyway, I really appreciate you all being here. I love you all so much. Chuck, it was so wonderful to see you. I'll never forget what you've done to help Friends for Life. Eric Wallace, I cannot wait to see you again. And I'm so glad I got your name right. I was making sure Eric Wallace. I know it's Eric. And I'm so glad. I look forward to seeing you two online again. So happy you got to see the kiddos. And we're right here. All of us here are here to support you when you start going live or whatever that you want to do. You got our support. And also, I want to tell Lions Pride, I love you, Lions Pride. I love what you're doing. Out there walking and exercising, and that's something I have not had the habit to do, but I want to because I know it will be a very vital part of my therapy and me growing and me getting stronger. So thank you for your inspiration for that. April, my darling queen sister, I love you so much, and thank you for your support and all of y'all coming to the channel. But April, boy, don't you have just a tone about you that touches me. All of you all have a beautiful tone. Don't get twisted. All of you all do. But I just like to point out things for everybody. And April owns this. Is that just her name is Precious. And she just made me feel good when I first met her. And just love it when I see you. Just come around. Also to Lola. I love my Lola. Yes, she is. I love my Lola. Lola is precious to my heart. I call her my cowboy sister star because we all love the Dallas Cowboys. And so we are around each other every time Cowboys play a game. So we have a circle of people. You all are invited to that circle, of course. But I love her because she's just like, just like a queen. It's just where all of you all personalities is beautiful. But also Lola has this way of handling as a moderator. She has a way of handling people with such style and grace. So And she's a tough cookie, and I love that girl. And let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. I'm scrolling up. Can't miss anybody. Eric, Lions Pride, Abriel, Lola, Eastside Harold. Look at you. Eastside Harold is a Houston, Texas fan, so he come visits us a lot in our Dallas Cowboy room. And so, I always enjoy seeing him. He's so respectful toward me. He pops up at the movie watch parties. I have to go watch Roland. I missed her today. Yes, I missed her too. So she was on today. You know, like I was saying, I have vampire hours, right? Which that means is that I'm up all night, I sleep all day. And it's not that I do that continuously, but it's just something how my body's reacting. It's not unhealthy for me. I get my hours in. But so I didn't get the alert from her, saying that she had a show. So I can't wait to. And I love my Roland too. I love my Roland reviews. She's my rock. Thank you all for shouting me out, helping me promote my channel. Roland is so good with that too. And thank you for sharing my channel. Um, I want to tell you all again, thank you so much. And, thank you for sharing, out people out there. If you don't know me, get to know me. We can, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool experience. And subscribe, like, comment, share, hang out with me. I'm going to be on live more. This was one of my second videos. And then plus, I have an upcoming, I could talk to you all night. I have an upcoming book that I'm going to be reading, which I have in another video. Check that out. And it's by W.E.B. Du Bois. And he wrote this in 1928, this book. And, everybody pretty much will probably, thank you, April. Everybody knows W.E.B. Du Bois about being this guy that's a fighter against racism, right? But this is his first romance, probably only romance. It's called Dark Princess, and it's up to this year, on public domain. And so I can read that. That means I can read it aloud, and it's legal on YouTube, and it's acceptable. So I can't wait to read his favorite book, which is called Dark Princess, and it's a combination of politics, race, colorism, romance. It's a part of just love, but not boring love. Not that nasty, nasty love. You know what I'm saying? I love stimulate me intellectually. You know what I'm saying? And this book does, and it's not boring. So it has realism things. And what this book shows, it's so amazing that he wrote this because this shows the human side of W.E.B. Du Bois. He's human. He has a heart. He fell in love. He has feelings. He's a fighter against racism, but also he's human. And I can't wait to start the first chapter with you all. And then I just love you all. I had fun with you all live. April, yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for enjoying the movies. We have Tuesday night, a movie that's coming on. And what I do, there's a science to what I do when it comes to movies. Tuesdays, cat hair again. Tuesdays, what I start off with Tuesdays only because I worked around the pro football schedule, right? Because football came on Thursday nights, it came on Sundays, and it came on Monday nights, right? And then also, then they started later on in the season, they started doing Saturday. So I didn't want to be in conflict with my other friends, who was going live. I'm wiping some Shea and some oil from my eyes. So I didn't want to be in conflict. So I said, guess what? Let's turn this Tuesday into a fun day, right? Some people look at Mondays as something sad. No, make your Mondays fun. Make your Tuesdays fun. So I do Tuesday night movies, just one movie. And then I do Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Saturdays, and it's called Cartoon / Nostalgia. So it used to be just cartoons, but I do nostalgia. And nostalgia means things that are not cartoons. Like, you know, the last movie that I showed, it was like, oh, what was that? The giant robot. It's fantasy film. The kids love it. We grown-ups like it. And then the um, the Little Rascals. You know, it's not a cartoon, but it's nostalgia. So I thought about, doing that. I've been consistent with that every Saturday at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. And then just for Love Month in February, I've added the double feature. And the double feature is drive-in theme, right? Like back in the day, when you went to the movies at the drive-in. So it's a drive-in theme. So it has the voice and everything, and the old classical commercials, and the 10-minute intermission between movies, and then the science behind it. I'll have like I keep looking over there because I'm looking to see if anybody chatted with me yet, but it has like like two movies, and the first movie will be something probably more lighthearted, uh, but good, good quality, like a sex exploitation film. And sex exploitation means that these were movies back in the 1930s, and they were used to bring fear to younger people because there was this great outbreak of oh, what was that disease? It was disease back in the day, and so they were putting out these films to scare people from smoking marijuana or having sex or making sure they got married. And, they just brought fear. Well, the films are funny today because there was a lot of exaggeration, and that, so I played that sometimes first, or a black and white classic vintage horror movie. And then the second movie is probably going to be a more current movie, or just a classic, black exploitation or something. So it's very fun and entertaining, and we have that for Saturday nights. And then I do want to do more, but my computer can only do so much because I want to do vintage romance movies, and I want to do um, martial arts vintage movies and stuff like that. But I might have to invest into another computer where I could be uploading movies while I'm doing other stuff. So yeah, it's gotten like that. It's exciting. Um, we do have members who have paid, and a shout out to members. But understand that I value my members, and I appreciate you all investing in me. And I appreciate you. A special shout out to you all. And thank you so much to my subscribers for making this possible for me, where I could get to 1,000 subscribers and become eligible for monetization. So thank you for that. So thank you for spending some time with me talking about my hair, um, and then I'll be probably doing more of that. I might just have a hair braid chat talk or something, with everybody. But again, thank you for being here. Again, subscribe, like, comment, and share. And I appreciate you all hanging out with me tonight. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Love you. Goodbye.